Really good show. I hate we couldn't get the job done. I'm a little disappointed about that, but really wanted a clock, but well, I'd rather have one on Sunday, so we'll see.
Now, we were talking about some of the great things that you got a chance to do. Now, we've heard about some amazing ride-alongs in NASCAR, but you got to do a tandem ride-along with the Air Force. How was that?
Yeah, it's awesome. Those guys, they're incredible, man. The Air Force is something else, and they don't get enough credit for what they do. I can assure you that. So it was a lot of fun. I appreciate they let me do it.
Now, hanging with the Thunderbirds, how many G's did you pull?
Too many. Too many for me.
Now, that was absolutely great. Now, we saw you on MTV's Ridiculousness. I know that had to be a ton of fun hanging out with those guys and all that. Can you take everybody through what it's kind of like to be a part of that?
Yeah, it was a neat experience. They were really easy to work with. You could tell they had been through the rounds of the people coming in and being a part of their show. So it was neat. I was glad I got the opportunity to go do it. Something cool and different, and hopefully it went well.
Now, that wasn't your only television debut. You're going to get a chance to be on Nickelodeon as well. How has it been just being everywhere?
I've just been busy is the biggest thing. Just trying to manage your time and still have time to do things that you want to do away from racing and away from all the other stuff we have going on. So I think the big thing is just trying to manage your time the best you can and enjoy that time away and time at home you have.
Now, this year you were able to take on a different role and help develop the new Rewind, the new Forza Motorsports Pack. Can you take us through that experience and let everybody know what that's like to be a part of it?
Yeah, I've always been a big Forza fan, for those of you who play video games or are familiar with it. So, played a lot over the years and enjoyed playing video games in general. But, yeah, those guys were great to work with. They came to the shop and we sat down and they kind of just picked my brain on questions about the cars and what they did in the drafts and how the air worked and some of those things, and I feel like they did a good job applying that to the game, which is pretty cool. So I think I hope they commit to it and continue to try to develop it and make it better, because it has a lot of potential and they have a great start. So hopefully they keep going.
I know a lot of the kids are loving the video game talk. And speaking about the youth, how does it feel to be the youngest one out there? And you've gone further than any other rookie. Talk about some of the things you've learned throughout the year and what can help you with next year.
Just the experience, I guess, and a lot of it is really this weekend and trying to get better at Martinsville. This is an important race in the chase, and if you're still involved in the championship at this point, this is a big opportunity to lock yourself into Homestead. So as we saw Jeff do last year, that sure does make your next 2 weeks go a lot easier. And Martinsville has been a really big struggle for me over the past beginning of this year and the race we ran there last year. So just trying to get better here, I think, is big, and obviously trying to not have to rely on a good finish at Talladega would be really nice coming back next year. So hopefully we can get back in and have another shot.
Now, I know a lot of people have seen you all over the place. Now, we were talking about that Spark commercial. How much fun was that to be able to be out there and be with your friends and just participate in that?
Yeah, it was great idea, really cool setting. We did it out in Utah, filmed it, and it was a great opportunity for me. Mountain Dew's a cool brand in general, and they have a lot of neat stuff going on, and they had a neat idea, and it was easy for me to jump on board with. So we had fun. Good trip, and hopefully it turned out good.
With the season coming to an end, do you have any big plans for after Homestead or Thanksgiving, the holidays?
Get away somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere where nobody can find me, and I can go be gone for a little while.
We completely understand wanting to have a little R&R. Well, right now I know there are a ton of people waiting, wanting, and needing to get that picture at meet and greet. So I wouldn't want to hold them up much longer. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, again, put a round of applause.